Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Oge and I'm back with another video. The weather these days has been like very weird and annoying, so I've not been able to like find the perfect weather to make videos, but I'm making videos today despite the odds. Like the weather should be good or the weather should be bad, or like I'm actually going to make this video. So I've been getting questions since I posted the video about me working in the warehouse. I've been getting questions about how much I'm being paid, if they can like pay their school fees with part-time jobs, other questions like that. I'm forgetting some of them, but yeah, questions pertaining to your work and everything, the kind of jobs that you can do as a student and all without experience. And I'm going to be talking about that in few details, like in minimum details, yeah, so you can make more research about them. I'm just going to give you an idea of what you should be expecting in the UK as an international student, like based off of my own experience so far in the UK. I have a book actually, so I'm copying from my book. So you guys have to understand that we have a minimum wage as workers in the UK. So for 23 and over, your minimum wage is £8.91. So the minimum means that this is the least they can pay you. They can pay you way more than that, £10, £15, depends on the kind of job that you are doing. From 21 to 20 years, you are being paid £8.36. That's the minimum. Then from 18 to 20, the minimum is £6.56, and for under 18, the minimum is £4.62. Now, having known that this is the minimum you can get, I don't know how possible it is to pay your school fees based off of your jobs as an international. I feel like it's very possible, but you have to look at some factors before putting that into consideration. Now, one of the factors is the university that you pick as an international student. If you're coming to the UK, you should try as much as possible not to pick an expensive university, especially if you are going to be paying your school fees by yourself. Now, that's if you're a self-funded student, but if your parents can afford to pay your tuition, then you don't have a problem. Some of the universities that are very affordable in the UK, I'm just going to list like a few of them, then you can make more research on them, and you can also check for more universities in the UK. I'm not perfect, I'm just checking like based off of my own research and some of the universities that I applied to. So we have Staffordshire University. Staffordshire University is one of the cheapest in the UK, and I applied to the university. I got an admission actually to Staffordshire University, but I didn't proceed. Teesside University is also very affordable. Leeds Trinity University is affordable. Coventry University is affordable. University of Bolton is affordable. There are a lot of them. You just have to make more research to find out the university that you're going to apply to. You also consider the city. How expensive is the way of life in the city? Like, are the house rents that are affordable for a student? Do you understand? You have to look into those kind of things before you pick a university to apply to, because it's going to affect how you are able to save and spend. I feel like if you plan to apply to universities in the UK, I think you have to make research. Like, you cannot avoid making research. You have to look at the environment, you have to look at the university, you have to look at the accreditations of the university. Like, you have to look at a lot of factors that will determine if this university is where you want to go to. Like, if the pros and cons, you have to weigh the pros and cons and be like, okay, you know what, like the university I'm in right now has a lot of pros and cons. I just had to overlook the cons and just go with the pros, because the pros were like to my advantage. So that was why I picked the university I'm in currently. I feel like you also have to calculate, like you have to calculate how you spend your money monthly. You have to calculate you have to be intentional about how you spend. Now you have to put into consideration how much you are getting and how much you're paying for your rent, how much you used to spend on provisions and food stuff and everything monthly. Now, if you're being paid, let's say you're paid £9 per hour, let's just give an estimate of £9 per hour, and that's for your job, and you are only allowed as an international student to work for 20 hours. I feel like everybody should know that by now. But when you are on holidays, you can work as much as you want. You can work overtime, you can work every day of the week, you can work 24 hours 7 days a week. Nobody cares. You have to look at these factors too. So now imagine you are being paid £9 per hour, and you are supposed to work only £20 per hour as a student during school period. Now let's say £9 per hour times 20, that's £180 weekly. So that means you are going to be paid £180 weekly, and that is like for £9 per hour. You can get £10 per hour jobs and get £200 per week as your salary. It depends on the kind of job that you are doing. So if you're being paid £9 per hour, like I calculated earlier, for £180 per week, you're going to be paid £720 monthly. Now £720 monthly for £9 per hour while you're working 20 hours per week is not like a bad idea. The only thing is you have to also consider how much you're paying for your rent, and if you deduct that from the 720 every month, then how much are you paying using to buy stuff to, you know, eat and everything like that? Then you don't know, okay, how much is left for me to save and everything. But if you're the kind of person that likes to live la vida loca, you know that you are a expensive babe and you're coming here to you will not survive it. You will not survive it. But I feel like the period where you have to work to save up for your school fees is not actually the 20 hours per week during school hours. You can actually work to save up for your school fees during the holiday period, because that's when you have unlimited hours to work. Yes, you can actually work 20 pounds per hour and get paid and sort out your rent and sort out your provisions and everything. But you should look at working overtime during holiday periods. Like if you're a lazy person, I feel like you can actually not do it. Like you have to work overtime, like you have to work like 10 hours every day or 8 hours every day. Like you have to be intentional, you have to put in the effort, because like, and the funny thing about holiday period is you can actually get double your hourly pay during the holiday period. So imagine if you are being paid, let's say £9 per hour during the normal monthly period during school hours and everything. During holidays you can be paid £20 per hour. Like it depends on the job. I'm not like, this is not actually a joke. Like you get paid double of what you are paid on a normal day during the holidays, because they need more workers, and most people tend not to want to work during the holidays, so they need people to work more and overtime and everything. So imagine if you are being paid £20 per hour and you are working like 10 hours every day, so you get, let's say, £200 every day during the holiday period. I feel like that's the best time as an international student to save for your what you call it, for your school fees. You have to find out from your university when your holiday periods are. I know for my school we have the December period, and we have in March, April, I'm not sure, yeah, one of those months, yeah, we have holidays during that period. So you're allowed to work as much as you want, like work like a Jackie. Now, some of the jobs that you can do as an international student, part-time jobs that you can do as an international student in the UK, one of them is care worker, care supports and everything. Yeah, so if you are the kind of person that likes to see, if you are coming to the UK, you have to put your, how do I put it, you have to put your pride aside and do some kind of jobs. Do you understand? Now, care worker is one of the jobs that you have to put your pride aside to do, and you have to determine to do, because it's not everybody can be a care worker. Like you have to take care of old people, you have to take care of people that can't take care of themselves, you have to take care of people that are going through mental issues, you have to like be very patient, you have to have some criteria. And I think before you can be a care worker in the UK right now, you have to go through a DBS check, you have to go through a training phase where you have to pay. I think the minimum you can pay for a training is £50, and that's for some training centers. You can pay much more. I don't know, it depends on the package that comes with the training. Basically, some people pay £150, some people pay £100. It just depends on the package. You need that training to actually proceed to apply as a care worker in the UK. And you also have to get your COVID vaccination. Like, yes, it is normal that you get a negative COVID results before coming to the UK and while isolating, but for care workers it is compulsory that you get a COVID vaccination, because the people you are going to be taking care of, most of them are very vulnerable and old, and they are very prone to infections and things like that. So they try to be very careful with people that come in contact with them. That's the main reason why you have to get vaccinated. I feel like care jobs are one of the highest paying jobs that you can do as an international student in the UK. They pay very well. Because it comes with a lot of commitment. So one of the jobs that you can still do is warehouse jobs. Like if you are the very strong type that can, that sound okay, these people will be driving helter skelter, like they don't have houses to sleep. Can't you just stay in your house? Must you drive? Anyways, if you want to work as a warehouse operative, hey, you have to be strong. Like, even if you're not strong, let your mind be strong, because your mind is what will push you and drive you. I'm saying this based off of experience. If you've not seen my previous video, you can go and watch it. You have to stand for like 10 hours, 8 hours and everything, and if you're working overtime, you can stand like 15 hours and everything, and with small breaks, like 30 minutes, 15 minutes breaks, so in between. So that is one of the jobs that you can do if you are very strong. Those jobs get high pay rates too, so you can look into that. You have to stand, you be a picker packer, and you'll be offloading, lifting things that are heavy. Some warehouse jobs are not actually that strenuous. You just have to stand. Some of them are not where you have to lift heavy things and do those heavy things. Yes, some of them are not like that, but one of the major criteria of a warehouse operative is that you have to stand for hours. Like, that one is inevitable. You must stand. You can also work as a waiter and a waitress in restaurants. We have ridiculous numbers of restaurants in the UK. See, food is not the problem in this UK. So if you are looking for a job, one of the places you should go to is a restaurant and apply. Like, most of them, they don't really like post their job openings on Indeed and all those sites like that. You have to maybe walk in, or you could just see the posters in front of their stores and everything. So you just go in and apply for those jobs, and they're easy to get, so you can apply for those ones. Yeah, one other jobs that you can do is delivery jobs. Like, you can be either a boy, either girl, anyone. If you know how to drive, maybe you know how to drive a bus, or you know how to drive a bike. I don't know what they call those things that they drive. Yeah, so if you can do that kind of job, they pay very well too, because you'll be driving inside the cold, and that's not the kind of job that everybody wants to do. But if you are strong enough to do it, and you are strong enough to withstand so much adversities while working, then why can't you? They pay very, very well as delivery workers. So if you're interested, if you have your driver's license, and if you are able to like work, they might still ask you to get some trainings. But yeah, that's a job that is possible for you to do as a driver, or somebody that has experience in driving. Then you can work as a sales worker in restaurant, in the supermarkets and all these shopping centers and everything like that, like Asda and blah blah blah, Primark, IKEA. Like, if they are looking for vacancies, you have to just be on the lookout for their vacant roles. So if they have vacant roles, then you can apply for those kind of jobs and you can get them. I don't think those jobs are that strenuous to do. What you just do is be there for the customers when they need to ask questions, where they want to know where particular products are in. You can like be on the cash register and all these things like that. Like, you just basically be attending to customers, and yes, you are standing. Cleaning jobs are also jobs that you can do in the UK as a student, and the thing is, they pay very well. They pay cleaners very well. So if you don't have a problem with cleaning like floors, toilets and things like that, cleaning homes for people, cleaning schools, you can actually apply to do those cleaning jobs. Like, those jobs are they pay very, very well. Yeah, you can also apply to be a babysitter, and yeah, you can apply to babysitter. I think you have to go through an agency or something to be a babysitter, because the parents cannot just leave their children in hands of people that they do not know like that. So you have to go through like some trainings, and you have to get some certifications or things like that. That's if you don't have experience. Yeah, so you can get those certifications and trainings and everything, so parents can trust you enough to leave their children in your care, basically. So I feel like that's a very good job to do. Now, the last job is working for your university. Now, for your university, one of the major job roles that you can get is ambassadorial jobs. Like, for me, I applied to be an ambassador of my university and I got in. So now I'm officially an ambassador of my university, period. So you can get ambassadorial jobs from your universities. You just have to be on the lookout and know when they're applying for jobs, and know like the right the right panels to pass through to get those jobs. So you just have to be on the lookout, basically be smart and know when these vacancies are open. Universities pay well, so they pay way above minimum wage. So that's like a very good thing that you can do, a very good job that you can do. But there are other jobs too that you can do as a student, an international student in your university. Like I said, you just have to be open to hearing when or seeing when those vacancies are open. You can do like an assistant, you can, like, there are a lot of jobs that students can actually do in the university. They just have very small they just have very small like spaces available for those jobs, so you have to be very at alert. Basically, you just have to be at alert so you can get those jobs when they come up. I hope this video was helpful in one way or the other, and if you have any questions, you can always ask me questions. Reach out to me, send me DMs on Instagram. Just, you know, my contacts are in the description box. You can also send comments, drop comments in the comment section down below, and people can answer your questions. If I don't have answers to the questions, other people can also answer your questions for you. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate every single one of you, and until my next video, please stay safe. Remember that I love you, and please do not forget to spread the word about my channel. Like, period. We're on the way to 2K subscribers. Like, you guys are the fucking OGs. You guys are the freaking OGs. Period.